Captain Eli Yastrib's log. We have finished formal negotiations with House Steiner and are now officially an affiliated mech company of the Lyran Commonwealth, as well as a rival to the Winged Lancer company we used to call home. In honor of this, we have purchased for the small sum of most of our accumulated gear and mech parts a Lyran Fafnir. This Fafnir has been retrofitted with improved heavy Gauss rifles, affectionately called Thor's Hammers. As captain, it's only right that I should wield these weapons myself, and I must say, sometimes I really love this job. So, we are dropped in already. It looks like 3 lances in opposition, 2 of them belonging to the Circinus Federation, and 1 to Quint's Olympian Ground Pounder's Lance, which is a hell of a name for what's about to become a lot of scrap. But even though we are in close proximity to a bunch of assault mechs, look at that, double Victor, an awesome Mackie. Wow, we rolled heavy today. We are going to be reserving down because, per usual, our opponents have lots of evasion until they have moved, and that's not something that I really want to get in the way of. Now, this is one of the quirks of the recent changes to mercenary operations as dictated by the Mercenary Review Board and Bloody Doves himself, which is allowing the Olympian Ground Pounders to come to the assistance of their patron house. I think it's a cool mechanic. I think it's something that really has a lot of promise to it, I would say, for mixing things up a little bit more in the field and increasing the flexibility of some of these drops. I don't yet see any good targets because we'd expose ourselves to the victors, and that's not something I really want to do, so we're going to keep reserving down. I mean, if we got up there with one of the Jenners and they even scored a decent hit, we'd be way too close to melee range for 80-ton mechs that could easily kick the legs off of some of our lights. That was called threading the needle, ladies and gentlemen, taking a Gauss rifle right between our entire formation. A little scary, to be honest, but now at least one of the victors has moved, should be both pretty soon. One of the downsides to the Fafnir is that he does move at, I believe, 3.5, which is incredibly slow. This is going to be a mech that we have to bring along with us, with intention, shall we say. But, well, there could be worse things. I do want to let the Mackie move first, because he is sporting an AC-20. And I have been healed up. It took quite a long time in medbay, but honestly, worthwhile. Okay, I don't like those mortars. We're going to have to handle whatever it is shooting that at us sooner rather than later, because it will chew through armor decently quickly. Actually a little over 100 points of damage to one of my mechs, and quite a bit more to the others as well. Honestly, very effective fire. Okay, so the Mackie has not yet moved, but I want us to get sort of less clustered up here. That will also decrease the efficiency of those area of effect guns. Let's go up a little bit on the high ground, and I'm kind of disappointed by our accuracy here. Let's see what's making this hard. Into forest? Not bloody likely. Okay, we sprinted, yeah. Enemy effects, size delta, okay, I mean, I understand. I'm just less than happy. So, let's try out these improved heavy Gauss rifles. Alright, well we landed 1, but that's 92 damage to a single location. It's almost like an AC-20 shell, but we have extended range with it, so we're not locked into that really close range fire, although right now that is sort of our current situation. The evasion unchanged on Captain, by the way, is simply because of his pilot skills, not any equipment. We do not have an electronic warfare suite in that mech. It's just sort of native to the pilot, I guess you could say. It'll take us a little bit of time to get used to the Fafnir. That seems reasonably certain, but I'm hoping for good things. So let's get our Jenner to C3 here. This is our burner mech, and I'm pretty tempted to just get right in the middle of this formation and shoot in with all of the heavy AoE flamers that we can muster. Just toast them all, light them all on fire. 57, I was kind of hoping for a little bit better, but at least it's something. And we do have eyes on an 80-tonner, and the vehicle is probably what had those area of effect guns on him. It'd be kind of nice if we could get guns onto that vehicle to this turn, but I don't think that's likely. Okay, well if that's the case, let's spread out a little bit, take the good shots that we have, may as well. And one of those good shots is going to be on I'm disappointed by it. Well, that's alright. It's going to be on the Mackie. It's pretty heavy armored. I'd rather take a shot in at the Victor, but size delta is a hell of a thing. Okay, let's take a shot. Double Gauss, lots of heavy mediums pounding in. But we're pretty new to fighting against assault mechs, well, short of the early Blood Asps. But there we had mobility to go on our side, and we really only had those two targets to deal with, so we were able to get a lot more work done than we have so far. Now, one of the keys to handling assault mechs is go through that rear armor. We do have a chance to do it here, and honestly, it probably is for the best if we do that, but I think first I want to see how far I can go with the Medusa. Can I get anything better? No, but I can get this. Might allow us to kill the Mackie. Yeah, we're showing off our rear arc a little bit, but there's not too much that can see us right now, at least not with direct fire. Let's shoot in. Yeah, I mean, that was a lot. It wasn't enough. Jeez. Huh. Yeah, it almost makes me want to field the Mackie. Look at that. Yeah, okay, we did a decent number. Still, just a ton of structure remaining on this guy. Not even sure the Hunchback's going to be able to do it, to be honest. Bloodasp Prime pulling some fire, and they do nail us. That looked like an ERPPC off the 51. That should be the different damage profile. Well, okay, that's fine. Let's go in here and double down on what could be a mistake, but could be a good decision as well, and see if we can take this guy out. Yeah, lots of good fire. Still not enough, you're kidding me, look at that. All of that structure gone, but he's hanging on with rear CT. 2 points! 2 points. 2 points. Oh my goodness gracious. That's just embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. Okay, well, let's go tell this guy that he's not as awesome as he thinks he is, and get 2 Streak SRM-6s on the way. Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to shoot through much of anything here, but at least we do ignore damage resistance, and that 12 is pretty nice. Looks like we did get structure exposed on the rear left side torso. I'll take that for what it is. I'm okay with that. Let's reserve down to 6, and for a particular reason, which is I want the Medusa to go around here, and we could shoot in the Victor. Not a lot of great accuracy on the Victor, though. Or we could shoot in on the Awesome and have much better accuracy. Let's get a reasonable facing, just in case we draw some fire. And shoot in. Already have a pretty damaged left torso, but the rest is basically pristine. This could go either way, honestly, we'll have to see. Yeah, okay, that's an arm gone. Oh man. That is satisfying, I'll tell you that much. That's very satisfying indeed. Okay, well, let's get the... well... okay, this should be fine. I'd like to double down on the Awesome, just because we've started something, we may as well finish it, and the 2 Victors aren't going anywhere. Fire Support Demolisher. Okay, well that should be our next target now that we have vision on him, and that is the Demolisher. That's, would be a pain in my ass if we don't. That's a dead Awesome. Good. 2 down? I think 2 down. Is the Mackie still up? Goodness gracious, I've been too drunk for this shit right now. Yeah, the Mackie's still up, that's right. 2 points of internal structure remaining because everything is sad. And what we're gonna do is hope we get lucky with the AoE. So, in theory, we should be able to hit the rear arc just a little bit if we go in for this Victor. And Gridlock, remember, is an ace pilot, so we can move after we shoot. Give me that AoE damage. No. Damn. Nope, not able to do it. Alright, well that's fine. Let's get moving down the hill. Let's stay a little bit spread out, though. I think so actually get vision here. It's a little risky. We're entering his firing arc, but I mean, that's a huge size delta, and the Awesome 8T, with half of his guns offline, doesn't present much of a threat. So that's entirely fine. This guy, double arrow 4, that's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, let's go up around the side, see if we can chew in... oh, goodness gracious. Okay, 60 tonners, 65 tonners, 70 tonners, more vehicles. There's a quick draw 5A, not too worried about that, that's really not terrible. The problem is if everything shoots into the Jenner, something will eventually hit him. And that's not exactly an eventuality I'd like to see anytime soon. Good news is we should get first movement on 3. Bad news is I'm not sure that I can chew through the rest of that vehicle with just the Blood Asp. We'd need the Fafnir. Okay, it's something behind that looked like a big mortar. Not enough damage, not enough heat damage to be thermobaric rounds off the Arrow 4. That's a bit of a puzzle, to be honest. Okay, Initiative 5. There's quite a lot that we're fighting this drop. That's going to be 12 individual units at a minimum. 4 of them are, of course, assaults. Actually 5, really, when you count the awesome back here. And the rest of them, not so much, a bunch of heavies. But we have to get through the assaults first, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge, as our Hunchback does take a little bit of damage. It's not bad in and of itself, it's just when you're this outnumbered, things can really go sideways pretty quick. We're fielding 6 max. So in order to even the playing field, we have to do more than just take out this first lance. We have to... ah, goodness. Don't impair my sensors on the Fafnir. Jeez. Okay. We should have moved first. Why are we not moving? Oh. So technically the Ground Pounders and the Circenus are counted as different factions, which means that now it'll switch from one to the other and back again, giving them effectively double movement in between our own opportunity to move. Not really up there with my favorite things, shall we say. Neither is this. We'd have to move in and shoot the back of the Mackie. Let's just double medium pulse laser. There's really not a lot going on there. I can get... no, double Gauss isn't enough for this. It would be if we could guarantee that we hit the left side. But I can't get an angled shot. So we'd probably hit the front, with my luck being what it is. In that case, I think it's probably better to shoot in at the mechs that we've already damaged. So let's go on the sprint. Let's get up here to 5 pips of evasion. That's horrible accuracy. That's pretty good, but it's wasted. You know, if it's good but it's wasted, let's just reserve. I don't want to run into those victors in melee range. And they're not obliging me. Goodness gracious. Come on, move. Move, move. There's the Mackie. And no contact. Good. Good, good. The victors should be cooking just a little bit as well, which could be good for us. They're reserving a little, but the quick draw is not. And he did make contact. Our General 2C is not invincible. It's always something you have to keep in mind. We'll only avoid damage in times where it's least fortuitous. Okay, so let's show off the range on these things to really differentiate it from a AC-20, but before I do that I should probably move. Yeah, 3 evasion pips is pretty nice. If I sprint I can get another 3, but that does drop our accuracy pretty far. Unfortunately, no height advantage. Still think it's worth moving. This guy is basically our super long range support, and when he hits, it'll be pretty damn deadly. Look at that. We got that left side shot and dealt over 80 damage in a single hit location at range. Oh, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss indeed. Okay. I think there are still some things we need to work out. For the Fafnir, it's not going to be a final design or anything approaching it, to be honest. But can't argue with that much firepower in one place. Ooh, shut down on the Victor. Very nice. Might be able to light him up with the Blood Asp if we try here. Other Victor still has to move, and then it's the awesome AT. And something else, apparently. No, that's the awesome. Okay, that's fine. Single LRM volley, I really don't care too much about. Okay, alright, Battlefield's looking good. We're making sure to keep spry and mobile. Blood Asp taking a bit more of a pounding than I'd like. Sort of what you get for being up and in front of this many assault mechs for as long as we have been. Can't reserve. I'd like to not have to sprint because we have a fair amount of instability, but I think it's better off that we sprint, we get 5 pips of evasion and a height differential, and we protect ourselves a little bit better from the Victor. It's not a guarantee of protection, of course, but it's something. And let's take out that Victor's leg if we can. Oh, come on. I called a shot at the leg. Can't even kill it? No. Jeez. Worthless called shot there. Of course, our pilots aren't yet perfect, and they don't have called shot mastery across the board. And that really does help. It's in your tactics tree line. It really does help with securing those crucial, okay, I need this part to blow up right now in order for this to go well. So, yeah, we'll get there. It's just going to be not necessarily the shortest of roads. Well, I wasn't expecting an ace pilot on the Victor. So we can try and bribe them, but that's a steep price. I mean, 200,000 for a coin flip. No, we're going to take your skulls, and we're going to turn them into cash. And, that will make me happy. I was recently informed that I'm mild-mannered, but I'm really not feeling mild-mannered today, so it is what it is. Alright, let's go back here. The Narc Launcher might actually be able to kill the Mackie, but that's not the best way to do that. Let's stick to good ways of doing things. For right now, the good way of doing things would be to come up here and torch that Victor. So we're going to torch the Victor. Hopefully he'll shut down as well. These guys seem to be running pretty hot. Not really sure why. Could be just crap single heat sink cooling systems. Lots of heat bonus damage and the Haywired. That guy is cooking, and not in a good way at all. So this is good. This is good. This is what I want. We just have an angle, and we're protecting ourselves with that rock. And we can turn in and shoot both the streaks. You might wonder why I'm shooting both. It's because the rear CT core will take us down to one salvageable part anyway. And I've seen streaks shoot in at legs before instead of the rear armor because they don't scatter so much. It reasonably could have not killed the Mac if we only fired once, which not exactly what I was going for with that. So, okay, let's leave the Hunchback as he is for right now. Let's actually reserve down a little. To 5, let's let them come to us just a tad, and they don't have great vision. Of course, I mean, the close-in mechs are providing some vision. That's an LBX. Decently heavy ballistic loadout. And the heat again. Shit. Okay, well, it's whatever's up there. Sirstenin Federation nonsense. At least if we take away at least 4 of their assault mechs, that's not exactly an easy toll for a bunch of bloody pirates to pay. Okay, we could go in for this guy. He's been damaged in the front, though, so let's come up here with the Medusa and do the smart thing and not cook ourselves. Are we still cooking? Yeah, we're still cooking. Shit. Alright, well, 1 ER and double SRM6 isn't the worst. Especially when we do pound through into exposed structure there. Very nice. And if that Victor doesn't cook himself or shut himself down, he'll still be having a pretty rough day. This is good. If we can take the first shot on their Victor, I'd like that. He is still powered down. That does give us called shot. There's just not too much point in it right now. We have other priorities, namely taking out the mech that is going to shoot back at us this turn, instead of the one that won't, because the mech power-up does prevent him from being able to get his guns online. Yeah, we're clustered a little close again, but the Arrow 4s are off the field, so there's a little bit less risk from AoE. I'm really tired of that flame damage, man. It's the worst. It's the worst. You can barely shoot anything. It's a single medium and double SRM4. I was going to say at least the streaks have a decent chance of killing stuff, but we did take out his Gauss ammunition. Be good to get that gun off the field anyway. I'm not sure if he still has more. No, by the look of it, we did kill all the ammunition for the Gauss rifle in one go. I'm happy with that. And take what I can get sort of way. Could be better, could be worse. Alright, PPC shooting into the Fafnir, no joy. 3 pips of evasion are worth something after all. And, okay, let's see. They're awesome, should be moving soon. If they get first priority on 3, the Victor will power up. If he doesn't, then we can show off the double improved heavy Gauss at close range. Now, here's the thing, the base damage is 110 per shot, which is more per shot than an Ultra Autocannon 20, but, you know, Ultra Autocannon 20, you're shooting twice at close range, it will be better than the sort of fire that we can expect from Fafnir. You know what, this might be a better option, so let's try and hide ourselves just a little here, and, okay, it's the damaged right leg, which we weren't unable to get last time with a precision strike, so of course, what makes me think we can get it this time without, I have no idea, but we are going to Battle Lord for the extra damage, and then shoot in this Victor, which will cook ourselves a little, so let's turn off the medium pulse, and we do get called shot again, basically, because he's powered down. There it is. That's what I wanted you to do. Okay, should fall over. There it is. Knockdown, and if he wasn't an elite pilot, we might have even gotten the panic out there, but as it is, he's even resisting the injury from the knockdown, which, I mean, that's pretty intense. Yeah, grudging respect and all that. I don't know. Can you have grudging respect for bloody pirates when you're a mercenary? That's strange. Okay, so their awesome's content to sit back there and shoot. I'm content with him sitting back there and shooting. We've nearly killed one entire group worth. Okay, so we can shoot into the Victor here. This should get us a kill, but it would be a little bit of overkill. I'm not really sure I want that. Alternatively, we'd have to move to get better line of sight. Let's come up here. I don't know, too big of a chance of friendly firing with some of the biggest guns in the entire game. So let's just go in, let's turn off one of these guys just because I don't really want to waste that ammunition. It is pretty valuable. Yeah, that's a brutal kill. Odds are we should have shot at something else with the Blood Asp. Fafnir could have finished that off himself. Oh well. That's 4 down and probably 8 to go. Victor... Ah, jeez. DFA. Come on. Come on. No! Pilot lethal damage? We just lost Pharaoh. Jeez. And probably the Medusa. Lethality is on... well, as high as it can go, because this is the cold, hard world of mercenary life, and, well... that wasn't the Medusa. What did we just lose? The Hunchback? Yeah, we just lost the Hunchback and our pilot. That is so infuriating. This Victor needs to die. That Victor needs to die right fucking now. Well, we'll have our first name up on the wall, I suppose. It does happen. Still, we lost a lot of clan tech with that, as well as the pilot experience, and man, it's just pissing me right off. You know what? Let's go in and cook this guy. He's been down here for a while. He's just... Okay, so the General 2C, we're back with vision on everything, and we have a rear angle shot, and that's awesome. Let's take it. Let's also slow him down to initiative 2, just to see if we can get more guns online. And that should cook him pretty well. I'm kind of surprised. Well, no. He's just been shooting in the LRM-15. If I seem callous, by the way, Pharaoh was not one of our original company. We did pick him up along the way, and he knew what he was signing up for, so I can't be blamed for that. Of course, his family won't really think well of me for that answer, but we sent them paychecks for a while. We'll send them paychecks for a while yet. It's the least we can do. There's not enough structure remaining here. Oh, there's a fair bit. Let's just do this. We'll still lose most of our heat, and that should be kill on the Victor. Good. 1 down, and it looks like 7 mechs left to kill. Mechs and vehicles, by the way, because of course they send me vehicles. Hire a mech company, and send me after vehicles all day. That's a Jaeger mech 6PA, so medium rifle, medium cannon. That's what looked like cluster earlier, was the rifles and cannons. The cannons, I think, shoot everything at once, but they're really not too deadly after that. Bit of a waste of space, if you ask me. Always better to have guns you can shoot over and over. Warhammer is not what I want next to my General 2C, but it looks like we did have the evasion to dodge most of that for right now. This is going to be a bit of a longer drop. I do apologize, but I don't know. It's I think it's worthwhile. I think it's going to be one hell of a payday either way, but most of that's going to be lost replacing the Hunchback. So you always sort of have to balance that out. I mean, on the one hand, go for ambitious paydays, go for good salvage, which there's a fair amount on offer with a bunch of assault mechs here. But if we lose more than we gain, it's not a worthwhile drop. It's just the way of it. So, okay, we can get the Gauss rifles online here. Pretty good accuracy against that Warhammer, but he has very nice armor. Jaeger mech, waste. He's a mech grenade launcher of all things. Okay. Let's get 5 evasion pips, move down here a little bit. Still a bit more unsteady than I'd like. Let's go after that Warhammer. I think he's our best target. 1 shot in the center torso. Looks like maybe even both. No, 1 arm, 1 center torso. Still pretty good damage. And a lot of instability damage, I like that. If we can knock even one evasion pip away, that's a +2 to hit. That would be a good thing. And our Jenner needs to stop drawing fire. They will eventually hit him. Okay. Quick draw, looks like he's an ace pilot because we're still on his movement. Ace pilots take the AI way longer to calculate. I have no idea why. It's just, that's how it is. Okay, so let's take a shot in. No real great accuracy. We're actually outside the range of the improved heavy Gauss. They do have a limitation right there. Let's get on the move instead of on the sprint, so we save a little bit of accuracy. And this is what this mech is made for. When we have precision strikes, we go up to 87% chance, and we have an advanced targeting system, so we can choose our shot location. Now we could go in with a 14% chance to hit the head. If either one of these hits the head, that's an instant kill. However, if we take a look at, well, okay, he's Warhammer Rugged. You know what? Let's go for that dome piece. I think we'll get it. 1, 2. No, but he ripped his left torso in half off of a single volley. That's a Warhammer, mind you. That armor is not thin at all. And we damaged the arm before, not the torso, so this was an undamaged torso. No! Oh goodness, that's a punch. Okay. Alright. Rock'em sock'em robots, why don't ya? Good news is the 2C should be moving pretty soon. The bad news is we have unsteady, which means we cannot sprint. Which means desperately trying to get away from fire with reduced evasion pips and significant damage on our left-hand side, so let's take a right side facing. Sink some of that instability with brace, and it's actually all gone. That's nice. But still, that was a little more scary than I'd like. On the other hand, that does open up a rear shot, 7 evasion pips. I think that's worthwhile. Let's come in here and make this guy pay just a little bit for that. Looks like we have loosened up his side torsos a bit. Nothing ripped off. It isn't awesome. It's pretty awesome. Not having 2 mechs moving at 6 is just a reminder that we did lose our Hunchback earlier. Let's see if we can get a little bit of revenge for that right now. With the second rear shot from the Medusa, much more heavily armed than our Jenners. But I think the Jenners do still serve a function here. Light scouting roll is somewhat important. That's another kill, and another bit of retribution against the eternal rivals of ours, the Circenans, which really is just pissing me off. I mean, we fought against Merrick, we fought against Comstar, we've even fought against the Word of Blake, the Wobbies themselves, and we didn't take as much of a pounding as we do against some up-jumped pirates. Well, can't ask for the engagements to go perfectly, I suppose. Rifleman 3N, that is a bit more dangerous. That looks like AC2s, probably 2 of them if it's a standard rifleman build. They of course fire 2 projectiles, not 1, which increases their chances of landing a low percentage shot, but does decrease, oh, it's AC5s, oh, fair. Decreases the damage to 1 hit location, but you get to roll the dice twice, which does have value. Okay, at least they're shooting at the 2C4, which hasn't taken much of a beating yet. That does make me a little happier. Okay. Chiltron C. It'd be nice if we could light him up with the flamers. That would deal a lot of damage to that little vehicle. All in one go. Problem is I don't really want the C3 that close to combat right now. Okay, let's see if we can get around the side. That's decent evasion. That's better evasion. Not great shot targets though, and the heavy mediums need to be close to have a semblance of a chance of shooting in. Chiltron C with haywires. I hate haywires. They do a little bit of heating and they mess with your sensors. But they're not good enough to be included on Armax, which means that they're usually only something we see with the OP4. Those things tend to annoy me a little. Yay. Okay. We're going to take our best and seemingly most valuable shot right now, which is going to be on the Chiltron C. I'd rather get a medium pulse than heavies, but let's just shoot in everything anyway. 1 shot, 2 hits, lots of the heavies hitting in. I was hoping we might get lucky and get a kill there, but it looks like we were a bit too scattered. Yeah, a lot of armor on that guy. Here's the Warhammer that we failed to kill. He still does have 1. Oh, you... Come on. Pilot injury as well? Goodness gracious. This is why we can't have nice things, isn't it? I want nice things, but... It's gonna be another 15 or so days in medbay for one of our pilots, plus one just straight up dead. If our luck continues like that, we're gonna have a hard time hiring new pilots. Fearsome reputation of a company that nobody makes it out of alive. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Black Company books, to be honest. Great stories there. Tragic. Not very many getting out alive. Okay, well, let's walk up a little bit. May as well get a tiny bit closer. And let's see what we can do. 1 shot, 2 shots. Only landing 1, but damn did it pack a punch. It's actually going to knock the Warhammer down. Which I'm a fan of that. Injury resisted. Shit. I like returning the favor, you know, it's not something you can always do. It's quite nice when you can do it. I think we're gonna wait with M for right now. Although, do I have a shot? No, I don't. Yeah. Okay, so we could try, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the Jenner 2C4 over this way, hopefully out of line of sight of the remainder of the Alp 4, and we'll take a shot in close range with the SRM 6s and see if we can kill this Warhammer. CT shot. That's all you need. Good. See, there is a reason I keep these guys around. I didn't want to use anything else on that. Okay, let's see. Let's reserve now. Down to 6, we have the Medusa. Which side is damaged here? That's going to be his left, which means we can go around here. I believe so. Yes. Yeah, that should be it. 7 evasion pips is pretty nice, and I would like this guy to be offline so we can get rid of those haywire larges. Precision strike. And please get me a kill. I really need it right now. There it is. Good. 4 left. World's longest countdown. Okay, gridlock. No, we're not moving you yet. If we can get the heavy AoE flamers on a tightly packed formation, that could do decent good. Just not if it exposes us to enemy fire. And remember, she's an ace pilot, so if we can get gridlock in and out pretty quickly, we can get good use out of it. I'm just trying to think of what we want to do to replace the Hunchback, because I sold most of my partials. You son of a bitch. That's so much instability. And there goes 6 pips of evasion. It's what I get for getting too close, honestly. It's my fault. My fault. Okay. Can I disable any of these guys before they have a chance to shoot in? Potentially. Warhammer's a bigger threat. I'm actually not sure about that. But it'll be hard to keep the ballistics offline, so let's just shoot here. Make them nice and toasty. Maybe they'll shoot fewer guns. Yeah, I mean, he's over the red line. They should factor that in before they take a shot. Okay, please don't kill my Blood Asp. Mech's on fire. He's killing the Blood Asp. If we take a second pilot injury because of a knockdown, I'm going to be spitting fire today. Come on. Commando. Don't be dumb. Yep, second injury. That's going to be way longer in the med bay. They compound. Sensors impaired. No. Okay, we need to get out of dodge right now. If we lose 2 mechs on this drop, it's not going to be worth any amount that they can pay me. Did I lose Gauss ammo? No, it's just empty. Yeah, it's just empty. Okay. Fine. Alright. Rifleman has good accuracy against him, so let's take that shot. 83% chances to hit. 1 shot, 2 shot. There it is. Beautiful damage profile on this guy, and unsteady to boot. Very nice. Only thing better would have been if it was a called shot. Stand you up there, my friend. Difficulty is we're not going to be able to go far. And we've taken damage across everything. So, I'm going to pop Vigilance for the protection. That should let us sprint, and it does. We can get 3 pips of evasion, and we're going to have to rely on our rear armor for a turn. Because everything else is nearly blown through. Jeez. Okay, alright. Let's go with General 2C around, and it's a decent shot. Let's take that. That's worthwhile. See, the more damage we get, the slower we get kills. Now we don't even have the Blood Asp shooting in, which is a significant portion of our firepower. Lost a fair bit with the Hunchback as well. And we're going to have to rely on some cooking here, which we can do. Yes, let's do this. I'm going to slow you down, please. Thank you. And cook. Cook. Give me a mech shutdown if you can. If you can't, just give me an ammo explosion. They don't ask for much, but this would be pretty nice. And we need to kill the Hunchback. Which we're going to do with a bit of a questionable move. I need another mech to be vulnerable, and that's going to be the Medusa for right now. It's a bad decision, so we might get pounded for it, but bad decisions are about all we've got left here at the moment. Come on. Maybe we should have bribed them. If we'd bribed them to go away, at least we'd still be alive. That structure exposed. Engine crits. Ah, jeez. Can't you just explode? Please? Goodness gracious, that was all piled into one hit location, pretty much. Blood Asp's taking some weird art fire. You know, I was really happy with the Fafnir. I thought this would be a pretty tremendous improvement. In reality, I don't think he's actually helping us kill things all that much faster. Okay. Well, never let it be said that I don't have tricks up my sleeve yet, so... Let's present that rear arc and still use it to back up and kill a quick draw. Battlelord, give me the best accuracy I can get. Turn off on the heavy mediums. We need to kill at this point. Let's see if we can get it. No, that is a leg destroyed. Might be pilot punch out. No. You wouldn't think 3 mechs could deal so much damage to us after how much we've been just chewing through our other opposition, but when things start to go bad, they don't stop. Fafnir taking some fire. That's actually okay. It's okay. That's okay. My grenade launcher. That's what that is. The thing shoots that far and makes us on fire. Bullshit. Okay, if you shoot, you deserve to be shut down. Come on. Ammo explosion? No. You mostly cooled off. Shit. Alright, let's move up. Let's see what we can do. Just trying to get out of the range of the fire at this point. Could hit the Warhammer. He is less damaged. Okay, let's go in for the Warhammer. And nothing pretty at this point. Could go for a leg. I'd go for a head cap otherwise. You know what? Let's tear off that torso if we can. 73.7% chance. And neither want to hit the torso. Fucking hell. How do you miss that? In theory, that should happen one time in 8, but for me, I swear it happens every other. No, actually, okay, we did get one. Fair enough, I rescind my griping. Never let it be said that I'll gripe without justification. I just almost always have justification. Okay, let's get the General 2C around. We're going to see if we can use him to finish off the Warhammer. Should be able to with the streaks nearly out of ammunition on them. Got a bit of a long drop, and it's not enough to get the kill. Yeah. Which makes that a bit of a waste. Let's go up around behind and heavy flamer everything. Please get me a shutdown. We did mark with the haywire. Not enough for a shutdown. We keep staying right on the hairy edge of it. I have to wonder if I'm doing something wrong. Okay, that guy moves on 4. Need to kill him. But that's still pretty good armor, surprisingly, except for on the legs. And we can't present a left facing either. We need to present a right facing, so let's do it like this. More of a central facing, honestly. But we need to get the kill. So let's get the kill here. Give me that leg. The second leg should be off the board. Nice. Both legs destroyed. Quick draw down. Doesn't quite solve my problem yet, but it does get us a little bit closer. We need to field more mechs for drops like this. And we need to have a bit better management on my side. I got cocky. If we had the Hunchback, this mission would already be over. But we don't. And that's not something I can change. At least not now. Okay. Here comes the other rifleman. Ripping open the back of my blood asp. Nearly another knockdown. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. Okay, well, our rear armor is down to paper thin as well. So at this point, our best chance is actually a right side facing. So let's go ahead and do it. Right side facing. Sinking just enough instability here to get a shot. And if you don't get a kill, you might die. And we didn't get a kill. Most of the shots were a miss. Warhammer's stressed, but no punch out. And he's moving. Shooting at the blood asp. Okay, at least we were able to keep him from firing his big guns. Small mercies. Small mercies indeed. Almost so small as to be microscopic. That's an obstructed shot. That's a bad shot. That's a bad shot. Okay, give me the rifleman. Best shot that we have. Okay, fair amount of damage. No destruction. This is, for the biggest guns on the field, it's doing the least consistent damage to things, the least important damage to things of anything I've ever seen. Okay, how much do we have left on the Warhammer? 130? Jeez. He's still fresh. This is just going from bad to worse. Bad to worse indeed. Only have 10 missiles left. We're now out of ammo with the Gen 2C. Still unable to kill the flipping Warhammer. And we're all out of guns. All out. Okay, we're going to use that ace pilot here, pound in again. That's some destruction. PPC's gone. Pilot eject. Good. That's a kill. It's a sloppy kill, but it is a kill. Oh, come on. Calculate faster. Calculate faster. There it is. Ace pilot coming in a little bit clutch here. And now we have the Medusa. Stand still with the right side facing if you can. What's the bigger threat? Not the medium rifles. Give me a right side facing by going up here. Yep. Should be okay. About as right side facing as I can get. And precision strike. See if we can knock this guy over. SRMs. To avoid cooking. Might not be enough stability damage to knock him. There it is. Knocked down. Some of the gun's gone. Punch out, please. No. Okay. Alright, so this is the Jaeger Mech. Medium rifles. Structure exposed. And the grenade launcher. That gets a knockdown off the grenade launcher, I'm gonna cry. No, didn't. This needs to be a kill or you're flipping fired. Okay, take the shot, and what's the best way to even do this at this point? I don't even know. Everything into the CT. It's our best chance. Go through pristine armor. And at least we do get it. Good. That's worth something. Shouldn't have to fall over again. We need a better gyro on this thing. And let's take our shots. I mean, where it was good, it was good. We ripped off an arm. Medium rifle, medium cannon gone. There's only one gun left on the field against us. But such an untidy game. Really upsetting. Let's go ahead and brace. And prevent the cat from hitting the shut-off button. I swear. Alright, precision strike. Let's slow you down to 4, please. Narc and heat. Because we still could lose a mech to you. Not out of the woods yet. Not by a long shot. Medusa can come up and around. Right side shots. See if we can get through the CT here. WR large is required. And it's fast. It's a lot of red. Not enough red. That was his turn. Come on. There we go. Nice target selection. I approve. I wholeheartedly approve. Good. Good. You know what? Let's torso twist here and take a precision strike in. Bloodhouse might still be better than Fafnir at the end of the day. Expensive waste of time. Anyway, that's all we've got for you guys today. Thank you all for hanging around. We'll see you again real soon.